I'm usually the type of person that makes my notes to speak on paper with a pen and then scrawls and then redoes it. But getting in line with technology, I've been doing it on my phone for this brief presentation, which has made me nervous because I'm like, what if it disappears? You know, why would it why would you think it would disappear? That's a boomer thought, I'm sure, you know. Anyway, I got two things on the real estate side for you and two things on the appraiser side this morning of things that are going on just to keep everyone updated. On the real estate side, and I know this came up yesterday. Y'all had a long session with GREEA leading about brokers, what brokers should be doing to stay in compliance with the license law, what they may not be doing, what you suggest they be doing. You know, we do have a current internal project at the commission that we've been working on the staff level for for broker CE, separate from the CE requirements we have now. We basically have been working on a topic list. This is probably going to take the form, and this decision point hadn't been made, but a required number of hours on topics for people that hold broker licenses. Anyone that holds a broker license is going to take it, associate or qualifying, because at any point under our law, you can come in and open a firm in about 48 hours in our office. So all brokers, number of hours on topics that are essential to broker compliance with the license law and the rules we oversee. At this point, we're envisioning it working similar to the license law course that we currently have, where we'll ask the schools and instructors, which are here today, to develop the courses to meet the requirements, and we'll have a topic list to teach them off of. I think as far as timelines next year, we will work on putting it into place. We're working on the topic list now. It'll go to the Education Advisory Committee for the March 2023 meeting, hopefully go through the government system and probably start, I'm thinking mid-year 2024 if everything goes as planned. So that's exciting. The commissioners are in full support. We have cases every month that deal with broker problems. And you know, we want to see this as proactive like we did with the license law to protect the public. All that we can do on the front end of things to keep people from violations and keep people from harming the public and raising the standards for the brokers is a good thing. So we're all very excited about that. Second thing, advertising rule. You know, we continue to discuss and see a large number of advertising violations. In response to a request from the commissioners, the Education Advisory Committee recently put forth a proposed modified rule of our current advertising rule. It was not a total rewrite. It was some suggestions, some language change, some clarification. We took that back to the commissioners in November, and they had a very lively discussion. You know, the commissioners come from a wide variety of backgrounds and different types of real estate brokerage activities, and like all of us here, like all of us on the commission staff, they don't always see everything the same way. So it was a very interesting discussion with several viewpoints. They all agree that it is a problem. Some of them think modifying the rule would help it, others not so much. Some of them see it as an enforcement issue and that the rule is clear enough and we should be issuing larger fines. And a couple of things they all agreed on, that we're going to get a good number of anonymous complaints. We don't take a lot of those on. We're going to be more open to taking some anonymous complaints on advertising. And you know, two things. In the larger firms, what we see are the agents going around the brokers, not following the policies and procedures, not putting it through the review process. In the smaller firms we see, there is no review process. The agents are in the wild, wild west. Don't make it complicated. The number one problem we see across the board is there's no firm name in the advertising. When you're teaching as a broker or an instructor, put the firm name in the advertising. It's not difficult. On the appraiser side, We recently received clearance from the Governor's Office of State Supervision to lower the experience requirements to progress from the trainee and registered level to become licensed and certified. These are now going to be in line with the appraisal qualification standards that were set in 2020. We did not adopt those at the time, or it might have even been 2018 if I'm misspeaking. So those will be now in place. This will allow people to go from registered to the upper levels of appraiser more quickly, and we're already starting to see those applications. We haven't exactly known to put that out, because I was having some PSI problems with the appraiser applications, but that's online and we're getting caught up. So you'll probably see some announcements. And one last thing for the appraisers. The board, and they have a variety of opinions on this issue, because they're like the commission, they're not all the same either. They are looking at implementing GREEA. You know, GREEA is an acronym that stands for Practical Applications of Real Estate Appraisal. It is a program that uses virtual training to provide people a way to accumulate experience without having a traditional supervisor. And it is quite sophisticated and virtual in its nature. I understand the Appraisal Institute and a couple of other very qualified institutions are going to be coming out with this training probably in 2023. And so it would do a couple of things. It would ease entry into the appraiser system. It also helped address the lack of diversity in the appraiser industry, the aging of the appraiser industry. The average appraiser is someone who is looks like me, you know, and young, but not as young as I could be, you know. We need to fix that. We need to have young people getting into appraisers. We need more women. We need more people representing all the different communities that make up America today getting in the industry, because if we don't, and we don't supply the need for appraisers, frankly, the lending institutions are going to try to replace them with computers. And, you know, I love computers. We get a lot out of technology, but one of the reasons we have real estate agents and appraisers and instructors, and basically all of us, is that, you know, there's only so much a computer can do. A computer is not a person. I think it would be scary if a computer could be a person. So I don't know what the board's going to do with that. They're having the appraisal qualifications board and coming to do a presentation for them on that. So those are the four things. I just want to say once again, we appreciate all of you very much. I was blown away by that recognition. Just thank you. It's nice. You know, I enjoy what I do most of the time, not 100%, but, you know, most of the time I do, and thank you all very, very much.